Anybody better than us? Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Gonna have a ton of fun. Hope you're having a good Thursday so far. We've got MLB and we got the NFL tonight. That newfangled league. Oh yeah, gonna be a good game tonight. Got the Dolphins and the Bills. We've got 8, 9 Major League Baseball games. It's a lighter day, so we've got a couple series that are ending, and we've got new series that are beginning. And in Major League Baseball, the regular season coming to an end. About 10 games left. Not every team's the same, but roughly around there, right? So, yeah, getting close. We're right there at the end. Teams are starting to clinch spots and all that one. Big Kirk said, AB is the man. Matt Olson, home run cash, and some MLB overs as well. Nice. Hey, it was a good night, man. I appreciate you, Kirk. Thank you, big dog. Yeah, here's how we did yesterday. So, Cubs Pirates over 8, got that one. Padres Mets over 7.5, got that one. Matt Olson. Pat, bro, we did, man. Hey, and dude, look, let me say this. You were all over this, man. All over this one. I love it. Good call, dude. So Matt Olson, home run plus 400. He's now hit a home run in 5 straight games, man. So Shohei Ohtani, he had a home run plus 300, so we got that one. Phillies and the Dodgers over 7.5. That one ended 5-0. Dodgers. They got themselves a nice win. And then tough over Brad there. Lugano and Louisiana woman, Mississippi man over 2.75. Tough one on that one. I think it ended 1-1. So tough one there. But another solid day, man. You know what I mean? So we're not going to complain one bit. Keeping our heads above water, baby. That's how real profit's made, man. One day at a time, baby. All right, let's jump into it here. The Howie Schwab crew play of the day. All right, NFL. Where are you going? One game, 4 options here. All right, got the Dolphins at the Bills. Dolphins plus 12.5. Bills minus 12.5. Over 49.5 and under 49.5. Poll is in the chat. Vote now. We'll update as we always do at the end of the show. Now, Spelldog said, Matty Ice, send me some money, please. Thanks. Hey, Matty Ice is absolutely destroying it, man. Make sure to check him out. Not only the show, in the Discord. You scan that QR code right there. Join completely free. I promise you. It's not only free, he going to make you some money along with a whole heck of a lot of other people too. So, yeah, absolutely crushed it, man. Matty, well done there. Schedule tonight. So we will be live at 7 p.m. Eastern for Thursday Night Football pregame live. So come join us. We will break down the game, the bets. You can look at it from a betting perspective, from a football perspective, all of it. Trust me, right? Everybody will take advantage. We'll break down the film, break down the charts, what these offenses look like, what these teams look like, and what you can expect. Because you know what? I think that we're going to have a pretty damn good game tonight, to be completely honest with you. Matty, I appreciate JB. 17-3 run, gang. Dude, 17-3 run, bro. Absolutely smoking it. Okay. Let's jump into the picks here. All right, here we go. So 5 to start so far. And again, we'll be live at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, an hour before the NFL game, and we'll be getting after it. Hey, if you guys could, real quick, hit the like button. If you could do that right now, it would be massive. If you're watching on your phone, just grab the screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it back up. I swear to God, I won't ask you for anything else, but right now that would be massive. Thank you so much. All right. One play in Major League Baseball. The Yankees and the Orioles over 9. I think that you're going to see 2 teams that fully understand that scoring runs solves their problems. And not that these teams necessarily have, quote, problems, but I think you're going to see an offensive explosion today. So I'm going to roll the Yankees and the Orioles. We'll talk more about this game here in just a minute. Tua Tagovailoa, Dolphins QB. Give me over 237.5 passing yards. We'll talk more about this game in just 1 second here, but this is it for Miami. Whether you believe in the Dolphins or don't believe in the Dolphins, I agree. Right? Like, this team is super talented, but they got problems. That being said, this is it. This is it. You lose this game, you get blasted in this game. I don't know where you go from here. I really don't. And we're in freaking week 3. But they got a problem. And I think that they come out playing their asses off. I'm not saying they're going to win. You don't see any Dolphins plus 12.5, even though I don't hate that play. I also don't hate the Bills, right? Like, you don't see me messing with the spread. But I do think that you're going to get every ounce out of the Dolphins. Is that enough? Probably not. I don't know. I mean, they could win this game, but there's a 12.5 point spread for a reason. That being said, give me Tua over 237.5 passing yards, because even if they're winning or if they're getting blasted, they're going to be throwing the football. You know what I mean? So give me over 237.5 passing yards for Tua. Now, got to put together a little 2-leg parlay here. Okay. Tua to throw a pick, parlayed with James Cook touchdown of the Bills running back. Put those two together, plus 140. I definitely think we're going to see a Tua pick, but the juice is like minus 170 now. Well, I mean, it opened at minus 160. So, I mean, yeah. So we're going to take Tua to throw a pick, and we're going to keep it simple here. I thought about going Josh Allen, but I'm going to go James Cook. I'm going to keep it simple, 2-leg parlay, plus 140. Now, Dolphins Bills over 3.5 field goals, plus 105. I got this at DraftKings. It's under special teams props, but you can find it at pretty much every book. I don't hate playing both kickers over 1.5 field goals. I don't mind that at all. It's a divisional game in the NFL on a Thursday short week. Okay. Field goals are going to come into play. Touchdowns are too. Don't get me wrong. There are going to be some points in this game, but field goals are going to be important. And if the Bills are up big, you've got an even greater chance at hitting field goals, not only for the points that they've already acquired, but just adding throughout the game, right? So I think the Bills are live to get field goals. I think the Dolphins are too, because look, man, again, this is it. Tizzle, great stat here. Since 2017, teams who are 0-2 and are a 5 or more point underdog, they have covered 22-9. So 22 of the last 31. That's a great stat. Tizzle, we're on the both teams for a 33-plus field goal, a.k.a. the primetime special. 7-1 in primetime games this season. That's tremendous. See, this is why I say it's all of us together, man. So drop your thoughts, everything in the chat. This is great, Tizzle. And yeah, I mean, you're right. Like, been right it too. Absolutely crushing 7-1 so far. It's awesome. All right, so we're going to take over 3.5 field goals, and then we're going to take Josh Allen to throw a pick. I think that the Bills will see. Well, I don't want to say that the Bills are going to struggle. They could. But I do. I just think you're going to get everything out of the Dolphins. Every trick in the book, all of it. And I think that they're going to try to bait Josh Allen. If I were playing in the secondary, so I played cornerback. All right. Now, I didn't play in the NFL, but if I were a corner or a safety, like, what I'm doing is I'm trying to bait you. All right. I'm watching your eyes. And I think Josh Allen's going to go off tonight. He's Josh Allen. However, I do think there's some traps. There's some quicksand, all right, in this forest. Yeah, I'm going to take Allen to throw a pick. We'll break it more down here in just one second. But that being said, yeah, man, I'm going with a pick. TJ, AB, I'd like a saddle up Haas on that Allen pick. I'll take him not to. I mean, TJ, what would it be to run a business and be gambling with the course, bro. Let's go, dog. We can't gamble at work. Hell yeah, we can. We could get. There's no human resources. We're willing to do whatever we want. All right. Yeah, TJ. All right, let's go, bro. You call it in terms of what the wager is. But yeah, bro, I'm in for sure. All right, so I'm on Josh to throw a pick. You're on Josh not to throw an interception. All right, boom, beautiful. We got a showdown. A little saddle up hoss for us tonight. All right, so let's talk about this game here. Bills 12.5-point favorite. All right, TJ, we're gonna bet 5 memberships. Deal, my boy. All right. Bills 12.5-point favorite. Dolphins plus 575 on the money line. Total of 49.5. The Dolphins can win this game. Like, oh, dude, we're going a hair versus hair match. That's what I'm talking about. I need to shave my head. Dude, look at this. This hair is getting super long. Yeah, dude, we'll do a hair versus hair match. I'm totally in. All right. Yeah, sorry. So that was hair talk. Look, man, the Bills are a 12.5-point favorite for a reason. Okay, let's say that first and foremost. But yeah, Tony says, I don't know how the Dolphins win this game. I'll tell you how they do it. Now, I'm not saying that they do, but I'll tell you how they do it. Number one, time of possession. You have got to keep Josh Allen on the other side of the field, i.e. the bench. Okay? So that's number one of why I do like Dolphins props. Now, Adam said, easy answer, they don't, meaning the Dolphins don't win. Yeah, probably not. But that doesn't mean that we can't make money off of it. And I think that the Dolphins, yeah, we've seen crazy. Oh, my God. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Right? Like, it's a divisional game. Pat, Jesus Christ, what is this, bro? A $49.99 super sticker. AB, we appreciate you so much. Cash heavy on Phoenix. Just wanted to share the blessing. My brother, first off, I mean, how do I even thank you for that? Jeez. Pat, I love you. Thank you. My goodness. Hey, and everybody follow Pat. Make sure to follow him because this dude is just smashing picks left and right. My goodness, Pat, thank you. $49.99 super sticker. You are the man, bro. Whew, I wish I could hug you, boy. So the Dolphins, yeah, man, like they can win this game. Like the Bills aren't infallible. They're damn good. But you know, I mean, the Cowboys almost beat the Eagles. Like, you know, the problem with the Dolphins isn't talent. The problem with the Dolphins is the locker room. But when I say that, like, you could fix that in a night. I'm not saying you fix it permanently, but you could fix it. Let me rephrase. You could fix that for a night. You know what I mean? You ever been in a bad relationship, whether you're dating somebody, married to somebody, and you just fight? You know what I mean? Like, there's an attraction there. You might love the person. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, you just go at each other. Like, it's kind of the same mentality with it, right? That, like, you can still go on a date night and have a great time. Have all the magic in the world of why you're in that relationship. Then the next day, you're fighting about the garden hose didn't get rolled up again. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it doesn't mean that you don't have good nights in there. And Soldier gifted 5 details. Soldier, thank you. My goodness. Man, y'all are unbelievable. For real, Soldier. Thank you, man. Pat, thanks everyone. It's from all of us. Appreciate each and every one of you. Man, y'all gonna make me tear up. My goodness, man. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, like, okay, so even if you're not rolling with the Dolphins to, you know, plus 575 or even the plus 12.5, The Dolphins are going to have the ball a lot. So you're going to be able to get yardage with Tua. You're going to be able to get completions on the Dolphins side. You know what else is a good play? And we'll talk way more about this game tonight because I do want to hit on baseball as well. There are chances to make money on the Dolphins in terms of player props, right? Now, as for the Bills, here's the thing, right? Like when you have a 12.5-point favorite, you get nervous because if it plays out this way, right? Like if the Bills, let's just say the Bills are leading by 14 points the whole game, right? You run the ball more, like you're going to lose opportunities on Josh Allen props at the end of the game. But here's the thing, though. To get a 14-point lead and to keep it, in this hypothetical that we have here, you have to score points. So, it's not like Josh Allen, in a blowout, he's not going to get his. Well, he had to get, people had to score. They had to, get yardage and all that. It's just towards the end of the game. That's the concern. Because if they are up 14, basically the mid of the third quarter, not that, they're not going to stop, but you're going to get more runs, right? So James Cook is kind of your default. If you think this game plays out the way that the books have laid it out for you, then you want to look at Bills rushing props. Not saying don't look at the passing props too, but the rushing props will be that's your moneymaker. You know what I mean? Because if it plays out that the Bills are just ahead by, 14 points roughly, right? You're going to get a lot of running the football. And you're going to get, I don't know what to do with Josh Allen running the football. Because if they're up, he's not running. Like he might sneak one in on you too, but now if it's a tight game, then Josh Allen props are unbelievably live. All of them. Because that's what you want. Right? If we get, and it doesn't even have to be necessarily all touchdowns, right? But you just want the yards. You want going up and down the field. And you're going to get that. Because again, if you're going to, in this hypothetical, if you're going to be leading by this amount of points, well, you're obviously we're scoring and continue to score, right? So, Jared, love the 2 overpass AB. They'll be down and have to sling it. So, absolutely. And play this out too. Remember, this team is 0-2 and facing 0-3 is death. That is historical death in the NFL. You know what we're going to find out with this game? We're going to find out how much this team likes this coach, because that's what this game is. If I were on the Dolphins and one of you were the head coach, right, and I loved you, you know what I mean? Like, I love playing for you. I understand that this is a game where your job starts to come into question, which it already is. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of like these are professionals, they understand it because they face it with contracts too. So you will be able to tell tonight how this Dolphins team feels about this coaching staff, specifically the head coach. Because if they rock with him, watch out. Watch out. Because when you have to win, as opposed to wanting to win, you will do anything you need to do to win. You see what I'm saying? So there's also that factor too, that you could see big plays. You could see explosive plays. Longest Tyreek Hill, with everything he's going through, people tend to have big games when life is crazy outside of it. So I'm just saying, don't count out the Dolphins, man. Now, they could also come out, and if they don't like this coach, they lay an egg. Professional athletes, they don't quit, right? Because you can't, like, you're not guaranteed in this equation either. You know what I mean? So you might be playing for yourself and your numbers and your contract, which happens. But yeah, you're going to find out how this Dolphins team feels about this coaching staff tonight, because that's what this game is. That's exactly what this game comes down to. Justin, speaking of time of possession, the Bills had the ball for 38 minutes via the Jets last week versus the Jets last week. Jets had the ball 21 total minutes, and most of those were the last drive with the Bills' second string in. Yeah, that's another problem too. Is that the Bills, man, like they're kind of like the Eagles a little bit in that they can own the clock too, and they can run the football very well. That's why I say, like, James Cook. Like, I don't hate Josh Allen rushing props tonight, but James Cook rushing props, anything James Cook, because he's going to be involved regardless. The only scenario where James Cook is not heavily involved is if the Bills are down by 14, which could happen. I mean, it's the NFL, but that's about the only scenario that James Cook isn't balling. So something to think about today. Like, again, we'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, but these games can be tough to bet, big spreads, because you just don't know. And big spreads usually equal blowouts. Blowouts equal unders. All right, back and forth games. And I don't mean just the game in terms of points. I mean player props too. Back and forth games, that's where you, man. So, sorry, I think I just lost internet there for a second. Can you guys still hear me? All right. If you can still hear me, press 1. Sorry, I think my internet just reset or something. Oh, there we go. Pat, AB, need prayers for one of our brothers going to surgery. Big Seth is going under the knife. Oh, Seth, man. Hey, we're there for you, bro. For real. Sorry about that. I think my internet just cut out. Okay, good. All right, sorry. Yeah, Pat and Seth, definitely praying for you, bro. All right. Let's get to Major League Baseball. Let's hit on some home runs, baby. All right. So, again, like we said, there's about 10 games left. And I think there's only like 9 Major League Baseball games today. So, you have a limited group of people. Tina, I have to go to surgery in a month. Oh, my gosh. Well, Tina, keep us updated, and hope everything goes okay. We'll be praying for you, too. All right, Aaron Judge, plus 200. Cal Raleigh, plus 245. Vlad Guerrero Jr., plus 415. Mike Trout, plus 450. Mookie Betts, plus 530. Real quick, in the chat, Freddie Bear. Freddie, what's up, babe? What does Bills double results mean? Usually it means they win the first half and win the second half. I would have to see the bet, right? Because verbiage can get specific, but just in general, double result would mean, yeah, they win the first half and win the second half. Let's see. Sorry, I was looking in the chat here. All right, sorry. All right, so yeah, Aaron Judge. Most is feeling it. Judge going off today. Judge 200, Cal Raleigh 245, Vlad Guerrero 415, Mike Trout 450, Mookie Betts 530. You know what? I'm going Mookie Betts. Give me Mook at 530. Now, I like Mike Trout at plus 450 as well. I really do. I really like Mike Trout today. But I'm going to go with Mookie Betts. I think that the Dodgers, I think that was a big win for them last night. And they're starting a new series. Give me Mookie Betts. Plus 530. Freddie Bear, thanks, AB. Man, of course, big dog. Oh, always, man. Yeah, I'm going to go Mook, man. I'm going to go Mookie plus 530. All right. We'll talk more about it one second. Let's jump into the weather. All right, decent weather today across Major League Baseball. Blue Jays and the Rays, 85 degrees, feels like 86. You're going to see some weather heating up again a little bit. 0% rain, 5.5 miles an hour blowing in. Again, not bad at all. This is very solid baseball weather. You will enjoy runs in this one. Padres and the Mets, we've seen tons of runs on both sides. As this series comes to an end, 80 degrees, feels like 84. 0% rain, 4 miles an hour, blowing left to right. And take a look at the wind through this game. Major League Baseball games are about 3 hours. So, yeah, first 3 innings, second 3 innings, third 3 innings, right? The wind is blowing. It's moving in your favor and increasing. So, been playing runs in this one. Keep doing it. A's and the Red Sox, 72 degrees, feels like 75. 0% rain, 2.2 miles per hour blowing out. Not the most amount of wind in the world, but it's in your favor. So you should see runs here too. We saw them last night. Should see it again. Mariners and the Royals, you've seen tons of runs in this series as it comes to a close. 80 degrees, feels like 80 degrees. Now you got some chances of rain here. 42%. Then again, though, this is cloudy. You're going to get some rain, but I don't know if it's going to postpone. Like, I don't know if it's going to cancel this game is what I'm getting at, right? Yeah, rain's going to play into it, but I don't know how much. So be careful. And yeah, we got day baseball for sure. Major League Baseball smart. Get out of the way of the NFL. Yankees and the Orioles here. 74 degrees or 77 degrees. Feels like 77. No rain. 3.2 miles per hour blowing out. Great weather. Can't complain one bit. Love the over there. Cubs and the Reds. 82 degrees. Feels like 84. No rain. 2.1 miles per hour blowing left to right. Solid weather here too. Be careful with the Cubs though. Now they've, clinched. Still going for it, but yeah, just be aware of teams that have clinched. Angels and the Brewers, 74, 75. No rain. 6.7 miles an hour blowing in. Spelldog talking about the Kansas City Royals game. Worried about the game getting in today. It's currently raining in KC, pouring here. Yeah, no doubt. Aubie, I'm riding with that Mets Padres total again. Yep, I feel you, man. They've been getting runs up. Dude, they're going to keep doing it. Giants and the Dodgers. So, new series here for the Dodgers. Aubie, can Seattle win 11 straight or does it end today? Great question, man. 76 degrees, feels like 77. You might have rain in LA today. Liddy, look out, buddy. 34% chance of rain, 4.2 miles per hour blowing out. All right, let's jump into the analytics. All right, if you're new here to Driving the Line, what we do, Tizzle said, what is rain, right? Yeah, dude, you guys in California, you don't get any of it. I feel you. We don't get it in Tennessee either. We just get tornadoes. Yeah, we use these hitter versus pitcher historicals to find who's hitting home runs, who's hitting bases, who can we hit player props with. So you see Chris Bassett up there. Not mentioned as many times as I thought. Justin in Arizona, rain. What is that you speak of, right? Tina said, Cubbies got me some winning tickets yesterday. Go Cubs. Tony, is it rain or fake rain? Fake rain, baby. And Aubie, I saw you said you've had some success with quarterbacks. Let's talk about that in a second, man. I love it. Good call. All right, yeah. So Aaron Judge here. He's got 2 home runs off Cade Povich. Ellie De La Cruz has 2 home runs. Saya Suzuki has 2. Mookie Betts, he has 2 off of Logan Webb. Pete Crow Armstrong has 1. J.P. Crawford. Cal Raleigh has 1. Willie Dames. Tyler Stevenson. Now, that's home runs. Here are hits. A lot of Dodgers. Big Zach said, morning crew, better late than never. Absolutely, buddy. Good to see you, man. Yeah, lots of Dodgers right out of the gate. Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez, Shohei Ohtani, Enrique Hernandez, Andy Pages. Keep going. Yeah, they are getting hot at the right time. I agree. Dodgers are live today, man. If you're looking for player props, all across the board, man. Dodgers are live for real. All right. Maddie, I said run a lap. Hitting streaks in Major League Baseball. Chase Meadroth is your leader. 13 straight games with a hit. Nico Horner, 12 straight games with a hit. Johnny Pareda, 8 straight games with a hit. George Springer, 7 straight games with a hit. Julio Rodriguez, 7 straight games with a hit. Dansby Swanson, 7 straight games with a hit. Matt Olson, 6 straight games with a hit. 5 straight games with a home run, even though they don't play today. Luis Arias, 6 straight. Bo Naylor, 6 straight. There you go. Now, your last 7 games in Major League Baseball. Matt Olson, 5 home runs in his last 7 games, hitting .452. Aaron Judge, 4 home runs his last 7 games, hitting .571. Aaron Judge is hitting .571 in his last 7 games with 10 walks. Good Lord. Mickey Moniak, 4 home runs his last 6, hit .476. Salvador Perez at .292. He's got 4 his last 6. Jackson Merrill, he's hit 4 bolts his last 6 games, hit .333. Machado's got 3. Cal Raleigh's got 3 in his last 6, hit .409. Dominic Canizone hitting .667 in his last 4 games. .667. He's got 3 home runs in his last 4. Cody Clemens, 3 his last 5. Ian Happ, 3 in his last 6. There you go. All right, let me get the picks back up here. Lego. Yankees and the Orioles over 9. Yeah, Aaron Judge, Tizzle said. Aaron Judge heating up just in time to get 2-23 in the playoffs. I'm going to take the Yankees and the Orioles over 9 today. Great weather. On absolute fire. Both sides. Let's go. Tua, over 237.5 passing yards tonight. Tua, 1+ interception, paired with a James Cook touchdown at +140. Dolphins and the Bills, over 3.5 field goals at +105. And Josh Allen, 1+ interception at +120. All right, there we go. Now, the Howard Schwab crew play of the day. All right, let me pull this up here. Where are you going? All right, 1 game, 4 options here. You've got the Dolphins +12.5. You've got the Bills -12.5. Over, under 49.5. Where did you go? Bills -20.5. Or I'm sorry, Bills -12.5 at 41%. So the Bills -12.5. That's where you are going. I love it. All right. We'll get out of here. Let's get on with your Thursday. We'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, an hour before the game tonight to break down everything that you need to know. It is the most fun pregame show there is. I don't know anybody who's doing it better than us. Nobody. Anyways, yeah. Join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a ton of fun. Pat, Soldier, all you guys, your generosity is unbelievable. I cannot thank you enough. I wanted to make sure that I thanked both of you again. Thank you incredibly. AB, 49ers defense versus Cardinals or Saints defense versus Seahawks in the rain. Fantasy. I'm torn and can't decide. Okay. 49ers defense. 49ers defense. Don't overthink this. But I do like the way you are thinking in this. Because that Saints, I almost said the Mariners, that Saints-Seahawks game could be low scoring. You know what? I changed my mind. I do think it's the Saints defense. I'm not saying the Saints win the game. But you know what? I see where you're going, and I think I agree. The 49ers, this is a bad matchup week, which happens in the NFL. Yeah, I'm going with the Saints. Look, I want to check in on the results of this afterward, right? Like, I guess we'll see on Sunday, but yeah, I think I'm going Saints. I think it could be an ugly, disgusting game. Prince, crazy to say, but I'm leaning Saints. Yeah, their defense isn't terrible, and the matchup is slightly better. Agreed. Like, we're looking at it from a fantasy football perspective only. Yeah, I agree. I think that's an excellent look. Bro, I agree with this too. Cardinal, I think they do. I think this is a bad matchup week for the 49ers. And not say, like that welcome to the NFL. All teams deal with it. 49ers banged up. Like this is a tough week. Yeah, I agree. I think the Cards could do something big this week. Yeah, that's scary. Dropping the 49ers defense for the Saints. There's an air quality alert in Middle Tennessee today. I have COPD and asthma, so take care, brother. Thank you, and you take care as well. That's a good look, man. Um, man, yeah, you be careful too, brother. I appreciate that. Kirk, Saints for sure. INTs and sacks against Darnold. I agree. And look, I like Sam Darnold a whole lot. I love everything about the Seahawks. Right? This could just be an ugly game. Like from the fantasy perspective of what we're breaking down. And Jeff, did you say your son lived in Walter Hill? Is that right? Yeah. If so, I live so incredibly close to your son. That's awesome. Walter Hill's a beautiful area. Yeah, Walter Hill's beautiful. All right, we'll jump out of here. Okay, so everybody will be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Until then, everybody, thank you so much and best of luck. Have a good day. Let's cash these day baseball tickets, and we'll be live tonight. Get after it. Have a good day. See you. Who's got it better than us?